everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Healthy Pros Expert Series. In today's video, we're talking about scratch and speed scratch cooking in school nutrition programs. We'll walk through what they are, why they matter, some of the benefits and challenges, how to get started, and how Healthy Pro can help. Before we jump in, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Jenna Morris, and I'm the marketing coordinator here at Healthy Pro. So we've seen both scratch and speed scratch cooking become more common in school nutrition programs. Scratch cooking means preparing meals using raw, whole, and fresh ingredients, where speed scratch cooking is slightly different. It uses a mix of prepared ingredients and fresh whole foods. Speed scratch cooking is a good way to save time in the kitchen while still improving flavor and quality, and it doesn't use as much labor as scratch cooking would. Some of the benefits of speed scratch and scratch cooking include incorporating fresh and local ingredients, lowering food costs compared to fully processed items, improving quality and student appeal, meeting nutrition targets for saturated fat, added sugars, and sodium, increasing student access to fresh, healthy meals, expanding students' palates and including cultural flavors, and providing more control over what is being served each day. Scratch cooking usually means lower food costs because you're buying more raw, whole foods. It also takes more labor and more time because of the extra prep and training. There's a lot to do before the food ever hits the tray, from washing and chopping to cooking, portioning, and cleaning up. Speed scratch cooking is a little different because some ingredients already come prepped or cooked, which cuts down on the prep time and labor. The trade-off is that some of those items usually cost more than raw ingredients. So with staffing shortages and limited time in the kitchen, many school nutrition programs choose speed scratch cooking because it helps meals be consistent without stretching staff too thin. I suggest starting with items that improve flavor and quality without changing everything all at once. So some simple swap ideas include swapping deli meats for frozen or fresh whole proteins like chicken breast or turkey, making seasoning blends to control the flavor without adding extra salt, making homemade condiments such as ranch dressing or chipotle aioli, adding flavor to your pasta sauce by adding garlic, onion, and fresh herbs, making a homemade soup, especially if you can use up leftover ingredients, using a pre-made pizza crust, then assembling the sauce, the cheese, and toppings, roasting frozen vegetables with olive oil and a seasoning blend instead of steaming them, and also adding fresh finishes such as herbs, lemon, lime, spices, and garnishes. Although scratch and speed scratch cooking come with many benefits, they also come with some challenges. What's possible can look different across districts and even between schools in the same district. It all comes down to the resources like staffing, equipment, and kitchen setup. Common challenges include labor and time, skills and training, equipment and space, food safety, compliance and documentation, budget, and product availability. For programs that want to expand scratch cooking and rely less on processed foods, extra resources can make a big difference. That might include funding, time for recipe testing and menu planning, culinary training, staffing support, and equipment or facility upgrades. Moving towards scratch and speed scratch cooking can feel overwhelming, but Healthy Pro can help you stay organized and compliant as you make the shift. Healthy Pro's global recipe database has over 5,000 USDA compliant recipes, including scratch and speed scratch options. The recipes have crediting information and documentation already built in, so you can start with a recipe that fits your program, copy it, make adjustments, and add it directly to your menu in just a few clicks. Healthy Pro's Business Insights dashboard gives you the data you need to make scratch and speed scratch work for your program. You can track meal costs and average food costs for budget planning, meals per labor hour for staffing, and menu popularity to better understand what the students actually like. And with online menu publishing, you can add recipe images to menus and sidebars to highlight scratch and speed scratch items and show families what's being served. As you think about what this looks like in your own program, the biggest takeaway is that scratch cooking may be the goal, but speed scratch is often the best place to start. It gives you a realistic way to make improvements without feeling like you have to change everything all at once. The key is to start small. Even a few changes can make a big difference in flavor and quality, and over time, those challenges can really add up. It also helps to focus on what works best for your program. That means taking your staff, time, budget, and kitchen setup into account and building from there. At the end of the day, long-term success usually comes from steady, sustainable progress. When changes are practical and consistent, they're much more likely to stick. I hope you're able to take something away from this video and apply it to your program. Thanks for watching.